Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back for another video. So today's video is going to be a tag video that I found on YouTube that I thought we would go ahead and do. I had said in my last video that I wanted to do more of those because those are kind of fun, and they seem to be pretty popular right now, and I really enjoy hearing people's answers and stuff. But yeah, so before we get on to it, I want to say, and I'm changing the format of the videos a little bit differently because I always say this toward the end, but I'll go ahead and say at the beginning, if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and of course hit the notification bell so you can be notified of new videos coming up. Hit the like button, of course, leave a comment and tell me what you think and all that good stuff. So anyway, the tag today is, well, first of all, we have baby Willow here, and we're going to be doing her first changing while I do this tag because we haven't really done too much with her since I got her. So I thought we would go ahead and work on her today. So anyway, the tag is going to be a tag from All About Reborns, and I'm opening. If you hear the zipper sound in here, I have the questions and stuff written down, which we're gonna go ahead and take a look at. But I wanted to show you guys, first of all, I'm gonna get into my journal and fountain pen related stuff here too, because you know it's another hobby that I have. So when I come across these tags, I always like to write down the questions, and so the thing that I have it written down here in is this is called a Hobonichi, okay, and actually I have a cover that goes onto it, but it's mainly a planner, but a lot of people use it for journaling purposes, like a creative outlet. Like they'll put like little pictures and drawings and stuff in it, but you get a week on 2 pages, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but you get a week on 2 pages, and then you also get like a daily spread. Now this is an old one that I hardly used at all, which I feel bad about because they're not really the cheapest thing in the world, because it's actually a Japanese import, and it's made of this really, really beautiful paper. It's thin. It kind of almost feels like Bible paper, but it's called Tomoe River paper. And it's beautiful, beautiful for fountain pens, because you guys know that I love to write with my fountain pens. And so yeah, here's 2 of them I have in this case. There's one missing out of here because I wrote it dry, so I'm cleaning it out. But yeah, so I have in here my TWSBI. I have in here a TWSBI. And you can kind of see the ink kind of sloshing around in there. Hopefully you can. But this is a clear barreled pen, and you can kind of see the ink in it, but it writes really, really nicely. And then also, now that pen is kind of a inexpensive to mid-range price. So if you want to start out with fountain pens, a TWSBI is really good for that. Now this one here is definitely a more high-end one. This is a Visconti Opera Master, and I actually got this one at our pen club that we go to every month, that we haven't been to over the last couple months because things have been canceled. But this is more of a high-end one, as I said, but actually I got this one for a really, really reasonable price. The guy that I bought it from got it in a trade when he went to a pen show, and so he sold it to me for a very, very reasonable price that I just could not pass up. So but the Visconti is the type of pen that you don't want to get until you actually know that you're going to love fountain pens, and that you know you're going to be an enthusiastic collector and stuff, because it comes with a high price tag normally. But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to show you that. And then here is, as I said, the Hobonichi, and I've got now don't mind the dates or anything, because like I said, this is old, but I've written down the questions here, and I figured, you know, there's a lot of pages in here that I haven't used, and I hate to waste things, so I'm gonna just sort of be using this to make random notes and stuff. So, but I did want to show you guys that because doing journals and planners and fountain pens, you know, that's another hobby. Those are other hobbies and stuff that I have, and yeah, I like to share those too. And if you want to see, of course, more of that, go on to my Sharon Sanctuary channel. I will link that in the description, and you can subscribe there if you want to see more of that stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the tag, and I'll show you what we're gonna go ahead and put her in while we do this. So I figured that The stuff that baby Melissa could wear, the baby that I got from Sharon from Born Again Reborns, and all the wonderful, wonderful wardrobe that came with her, plus the extras that I got from her, I figured that, you know, because Willow has pretty much the same size body, that she would be able to wear a lot of that stuff too. So we're going to put her in this little romper. It kind of looks really dressy because we got like the little buttons on it and there's little bows on the sides. Even though it's not like a real frilly like Easter type dress, I think this would work really great for that purpose, and she can look really dressed up in it. And then also underneath it, because she needs a onesie, we have this white onesie from Simple Joys by Carter's, which is a 0 to 3 month. And then this little romper here is a 3-month size. So I think this will work perfectly fine for her. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with the tag. So I will go ahead and link the video of the tag in the description section so you guys can see that. And it is from All About Reborns. So yeah, she created this tag herself, and so she was real excited to share it, and wanted some other people to do it too. So I encourage anybody with a YouTube channel that's been making videos to go ahead and do this tag, or anybody that hasn't made YouTube videos yet to go ahead and do this tag, because it's a great way to get started in making YouTube videos and that. So anyway, question number 1. Are you currently expecting a baby, and does it worry you? So this is called the stay-at-home tag, okay? So this is a tag created for, you know, everybody that's in quarantine, those, you know, with having to stay home because of the thing, you know, I'm gonna call it the thing. So it's geared for, you know, because we all have to stay home now and keep away from people, and it's kind of like, you know, what are you doing, and you know, during these times. So number 1, are you expecting a baby, and does that worry you? And yes, I am expecting a baby. Okay, so if I didn't say so, this is the Willow Flower Sculpt by, I think it's Donna Rubert, Reborn by Jenna's Words and Stuff. So yeah, so yes, I currently am expecting a baby, and the reason why I am still currently expecting a baby is because, and if you guys go onto the channel, and if you have seen my announcement about the custom I'm getting, I was actually supposed to get her probably 2 weeks ago, but she is not here yet, and that is because the supplier of the eyes for her, I guess they've been back ordered, and so they had to be shipped out later, and so they didn't ship out until like 2 weeks after they were supposed to. So we're currently waiting on those. Am I going to be able to get that over her head without unbuttoning it? Yes, I am. That's great. So, and I had this baby in the works for probably, I want to say for the last 2 months. And like I said, she's supposed to have been here about maybe 2 weeks ago, but because of the delay with the eye shipment, she's still kind of on the work table. I did see pictures of her, and she is almost done. The only thing that really needs to be done with her is the eyes. But I guess with things kind of grinding to a halt, with things running late and stuff, I'm not surprised. And, you know, she'll get here when she gets here, you know. So, I mean, that's all we can do. There's really nothing to be done about it. You can't really say anything, because it's not, it's really nobody's fault. It's just the way things are right now. And, you know, I wish it was different, but it's just the way things are. And we have to be patient, and we have to kind of think about what is actually important, in this time. And a delayed shipment, you know, even as frustrating as it is. Alright guys, sorry about that. Stupid robocalls. But anyway, as frustrating as a delayed shipment can be, and this diaper is, I think this girl may need a new diaper. Because it's not wanting to, I'm going to have to redo this diaper, because it's kind of wanting to be a little bit of a pain here. You know, as frustrating as a delayed shipment can be, we just have to be patient, and we just have to kind of realize that things aren't the way that they have been in the past. You know, maybe, you know, things will get back to normal at some point, but we just have to be patient, and we just have to wait for that to happen. So, does it worry me? Well, no, I mean, it doesn't worry me per se, but I think the thing that I'm worried about mostly is, you know, with things kind of grinding to a halt and stuff, once she is shipped out, is the carrier going to lose her? Because there have been a few things I've received, you know, we've done online shopping and stuff, and because things are taking a lot longer to get here, I'm always just worried that they're going to get lost because, you know, there's a shortage of workers and things are taking a lot longer, and is something going to get lost in the, you know, between the cracks and stuff? Well, you know, okay, at normal times things do get lost in the cracks, you know, that does happen. Oh goodness, that does happen, and you know, but I kind of wonder if that can happen more frequently now. So I haven't lost anything yet, you know, but things have been, like, I was really worried about baby Melissa when you know, when she was being shipped out, because she got here a week after she was supposed to, and she hadn't moved in quite a while, and so I was really afraid the post office had lost her. But you know, so far so good. It's just you know, it's just, I get worried about that kind of stuff. So you know, it's stuff that goes beyond control, but you know, I still do worry about stuff like that. So really the only thing that worries me is, you know, are they going to be able to keep track of her once she does ship out? So far it's worked out, you know, but fingers crossed, you know. All right, so number 2, we're going to pull this down just a little bit. Number two is, do you do a lot more of online ordering, or do you do less? Does that worry you? Well, I would say that given the circumstances, like I've ordered a few things, you know, from different places, you know, things I've needed, and other things too. And I feel like this diaper just, I feel like this diaper just is wanting to come apart a little bit. We're gonna hopefully see how, hopefully it'll be okay, but I may have to, I think maybe next time I'm probably gonna have to change her diaper. But yeah, so I would say with the average, I probably have been doing less shopping than I normally would. Just number one, because you know, there's such a shortage, and you know, we've been trying to support the local businesses, you know, the small businesses and stuff, because you know, they're the ones that's really hurting right now. And so you know, we've just been trying to do that. But there have been a few things, like I do a lot of my shopping on Amazon, and there have been a few things that I've needed to get. So that's been kind of normal, and I'm having a heck of a time with these snaps. So that's been normal, but I would say on the average I've been doing a lot less. And does it worry me? Well, yeah, for the reason I explained in the answer to the first question is, you know, because things are taking a lot longer, because there's such a shortage of workers now, are they going to lose stuff? You know, I'm just, the thing that worries me is, are things going to get here the way they should, you know, the way they should, or are they going to get lost, you know, that kind of thing. So that is question number 2. All right, number 3. Number 3, are you bonding more with your babies, or are you losing the bond? Well, you know, I would say nothing has really changed in that area, because even before all this happened, I mean, I spent a lot of time at home anyway. I don't have a job outside the home. The only thing is, like, we've had, when life was normal, you know, we'd have meetings and stuff in the evening, but during the day, you know, my day was my own, and you know, so that really hasn't changed. We've been just doing, I would say what has changed a little bit is we've been doing a lot more around the house, you know, trying to declutter and trying to, you know, and trying to just get things straightened up around the house a lot more, because I have my husband here to kind of help me with that now. You know, because he's here during the day now. And so I haven't had as much time to, say, make my videos or to do things that I used to during the day. But all in all, you know, things really haven't changed all that much as far as spending the time with the babies or, you know, doing stuff with them, you know, that kind of thing. So I would say, you know, I wonder if, let's see, I wonder if this would work if I did it this way. I'm going to put her legs in first, I think. So I kind of feel like that hasn't changed, but it's different. I would say the structure of the day is different because, as I said, we've been doing more around the house, and you know, so I haven't had as much time to kind of putz around here during the day like I normally would. But you know, that's okay too. I still love my babies as much as ever, and no, I haven't lost the bond with them. I still love each and every one of them, and I don't think that has changed as far as that goes. In fact, I think in a way I think it's kind of better, because when I do get them out and make videos and stuff, it's I tend to get out more than one, because I have everybody, you know, wrapped up in blankets when I'm not messing with them and tucked away. So when I get one out, I tend to get more than one out, because I like to you know, kind of spread the wealth a little bit, you know, so to speak. And if I kind of felt like one hasn't gotten the attention he or she should have, you know, I try to do that. Like when I have one sitting out here, like I will, like normal, you know, just listen to an audiobook or something and just kind of do my thing and all that with them. But I can't really say that that's changed at all. You know, it's not, it's really not too much different. Just, we've been trying to just, as I said, do quite a bit more around the house. And so if anything has changed, it's that we're a little bit busier during the day, and which means that I don't get as much time to kind of putz around during the day. But I still try to make time for my hobbies and for, you know, and for doing things that I enjoy, and having a little bit of fun and so forth. So yeah, let's turn your head just a little bit there, Willow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's turn your head just a little bit. Number 4, I think we're on. Number 4 is, has this peaked baby fever? I would say the answer to that would be yes, because when I do get that time to putz around, I do a lot of window shopping. I do a lot of looking, and as you guys know, I have gotten a couple new babies. But yeah, I would say yes, because like I you know, I have been doing quite a lot more, I guess, window shopping and just looking around, and I'm going, oh, this baby is cute, that baby is cute. But obviously you can't act on everything, you know. But I would say it doesn't hurt to look, but in a way it kind of does, because when you look, you know, you get the big eyes. I always call it the big eye, you know, because when you look, it's like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to add to the collection, or oh my gosh, you know, this baby is so adorable. He or she would be such a great fit for the nursery. But you know, and I think maybe during this time too, even though, and I gotta say, we're actually pretty blessed. You know, we're not hurting as much as some people are, I don't believe. And you know, as far as like money and finances and stuff go, you know, we're pretty much the same. But I know that a lot of people are hurting, and I feel so bad about that. Oh my gosh, doesn't she look adorable in this? I'll show you her from the back side, because we got the little collar on her, but I want to just make sure that that we got that pulled up on her. But let me show you her from the back side, because oh my gosh, she's got that cute little collar in the back, and then this fits her really nicely, I have to say. Very, very cute. And I'm going to pull that down just a little bit, because that way the cloth doesn't show. But I would say, even though finances can be kind of up in the air for some people, I think because a lot of people are at home and really don't know what to do with themselves, I think impulse buying would probably be on the rise a little bit too, because you know, people just don't know what to do with themselves. They're bored and they're looking, and it's kind of easy, I guess, to pull that trigger. So I would say yeah, it would spike baby fever. And it kind of spikes the I don't know, just the desire, I guess, to look, because and not just at babies, but at other things too that you're interested in shopping in. I would say it spikes the frequency of when you do more shopping, because you're bored, you're sitting at home, and when you're used to being out and about, it can be difficult. So yeah, I would say yeah, you do get that spike, and you do find yourself looking a lot more, and looking and wanting, I think, a lot more. But I think during this time, at the same time, I think people are being a little bit more careful too. So yeah, I might have to get her. All right. Now I think we're gonna go ahead and leave the scrunchie in her hair like this, because I think it'll match. I think this, because this is kind of like an off-white kind of outfit, I think just that splash of color, I think would, I think looks really good. So yeah, all right, number 4 is answered. And number 5 is kind of a scenario question. If you were to take your baby out for a walk, what would you do if someone coughed or sneezed on your baby? What would you do if somebody coughed or sneezed on you or your baby, or you and your baby? Well, first of all, I really can't answer in the scenario way, because it's not something I do. I don't take my babies out. They don't leave the house. I'm not one that takes my babies on outings or anything. And number 2, I really haven't been anywhere since we've worked the polls, when we've worked as election judges. But yeah, so if I were to take my baby out, I would probably keep them well protected. Like I'd have them just I'd have them in like long pants, long sleeves, mittens on the hands, the hair and everything wrapped up, and probably a blanket over the baby too, because you know, let's face it, I mean, the vinyl is a surface, and the thing lives on surfaces a lot longer than other viruses can live on. And so you know, you could unwittingly transfer the thing to someone else if it were to get on the vinyl. But you know, in reality too, I'm going to tell you something. I'd be more worried about my dog, because yeah, okay, your dog isn't going to catch the thing, and your dog isn't going to spread the thing in that way. But you know, being visually impaired, I have a leader dog, and you know, he goes with me everywhere. So I'd be more worried about somebody like coughing or sneezing on him, because even though he couldn't catch it, it can still live in his fur, and then he could transfer it to you know, someone else. So I'd be more worried about him. So yeah, I don't know what I would do in that situation, because you can't really Lysol him. You know, you can't really Lysol him or anything. I could, you know, take him straight away to the bathtub and give him a bath and all that. But how many times can you do that? Because if you bathe your dog too much, it'll dry out their coat, and it can irritate their skin and stuff. And then going back to the baby, if the thing does get on the vinyl, you got to really be careful what you put on them, because you don't want to remove the paint or anything. So yeah, I would just, you know, if you're gonna go for a walk or something, I wouldn't take the baby. I wouldn't take anything that you wouldn't have to take. I would just leave everything at home. It just isn't worth it, in my opinion. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little tag. It's probably the second tag, maybe the second or third tag I think I've done on this channel. But yeah, it was fun to do, and as I said, I will link the original video in the description section so you can check her out, and you can check out the original tag. But I enjoyed answering these questions, and I would encourage anybody else to do the same thing. These are actually pretty fun to do, and it kind of makes you put on your little thinking cap a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment. I'm not going to repeat everything I said in the beginning of the video. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing little Willow get changed, and I think she looks super adorable in this outfit. Yeah, so I think she looks super cute. Ah! But it's really turned out to be, we've gotten some pretty nice weather, so I wanted to kind of get her out of the long pants and stuff. But yeah, here she is. And she's all decked out in her little ruffles and the little bows on the side. Yeah, so anyway, that is Willow. And so we're going to go ahead and say bye to everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye everybody. Mwah. All right, stay safe and healthy, and we'll talk to you guys later.